What's up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and today I'm going to be helping you guys to craft a shield. I'm going to be doing the full craft outside of adding the quality. I added quality to this using perfect fossils. This is round 2 on this. The last the last set of crafting was like 35 minutes, so I decided to start the next video when I had to restock on resources to continue this crafting. The things that I'm looking for mainly are what I already have on this shield, the tier 1 max life, the percent max life. That's the reason why we're going with the pristine fossil, so that we have a high chance of getting those 2 health modifiers. There is other health modifier that is desirable. The percent regen is also offered by the hunter base. That's not a bad thing to have on there also, because we do use blood rage, and having enough regen will make it so that you're not just dying. If I were to add a little bit more regen, this wouldn't be going down at all. So that would be nice. I do have a decent amount of regen already on the build, so it's not hurting me that much. But it wouldn't be a bad thing. The main other things that I'm looking for a natural rolled increased attack speed. Why is it that I want that? It's because there's such a big difference in the natural rolled attack speed versus the crafted attack speed. The crafted attack speed is only 5% at max crafting tier, and the natural roll is 13. The other things that I'm looking for would be resistances. My resistances are just barely under on my build right now for when I'm running. I am able to keep up flasks the whole time, so I'm not worried about the cold because that's way overcapped. But an all resistance roll or a lightning resistance roll would be desirable. The fire and the cold not so much, because I am running flasks that are putting me over that point. I'm a little bit under on the lightning resistance, and with flasks up, it's nice to have a little bit over, because that's going to make it so that if I'm running a map that has negative to resistance, elemental weakness, something like that, I'm not going to be dipping down into the negative. So those are the things I'm kind of looking for. Ideally, I would have tier 1 percent life, tier 1 life, an all resistance roll, an attack speed roll, and be able to craft on percent chance to deal double damage. So we're going to go ahead and start this. The reason why I'm going with the fossil craft on this is because the fossils that we're using are not very expensive. We're talking about like 2 to 3 chaos per try. The alternative to this would just be alch spamming, which is going to have a really low success rate as far as getting those big life rolls, because they're going to just be randomly showing up. So the 4 to 6 chances on a through the scour alchemy method is going to have a lower chance of success, which is the reason why we are going with the pristine fossils. I'm going for something pretty good because, right now I have this. I could guaranteed wipe the bottom. I could craft on a resistance and the chance to deal double damage, or percent attack speed and double damage, and I have the tier 1 life and percent life, so it has to be better than that in order for me to be finished with the item. So we got the percent life. The life roll isn't that good though, and it's a 4 stat with a low fire resistance, so that's not a keeper. Okay, so we got ooh. Oh man, this is actually really good. So I got the tier 1 life, I got tier 2 percent life, and I got tier 2 attack speed and the percent life regen, which this makes it so that I can now craft on the yeah, this makes it so I can now craft on the chance to deal double damage, and this is now a really nice um, a really nice shield. So now that I'm at this point, we're gonna wind up switching what it is that we're using, because this is now by far my better shield. So I'm actually going to wind up switching to the Imperial Buckler, since this is right now at this point has been a very short video. So we will go ahead and swap these out. This I'm not going to just destroy it basically. Actually, maybe I will. I need to put quality on this and stuff. So I'm just going to destroy this. The bottom, now I need something better than this. So I am actually going to, I think I'm going to just go ahead and destroy this shield. Actually, I don't even think I can destroy this shield because this shield's worth more. I'm going to see if I can buy a base real quick. Yeah, I don't, this shield's, this shield's probably too good for me to just roll over it. I think I'm going to have to, to grab another base. I'll just put this one up for sale. So I personally am going these two shields. I'll go ahead and explain on this. The difference between these two shields. The advantage of the Imperial is that it has the 25% chance to block. The advantage of the Lacquered is that it has a higher base evasion rating and 1% lower chance to block. I am going to go with another Lacquered buckler. The reason why is because in order to get my evade chance up to cap, I needed just a little bit more evasion, and the base 100 extra evasion on this shield is going to do that for me. So that is the reason why I have chosen to go with the 1% lower, the 1% lower block chance for the higher. Okay, we need for the higher base evasion. But for your build, that might be different. Okay. Of course you're AFK. This guy posted this 8 days ago. Let's see if he wants to make a deal. Someone will. Wait, what? Always whisper twice, AFK people. Why would you say to whisper twice? Oh, look. Oh, sweet. There we go. 80, 90. Well, that guy missed out on 100 chaos. Because this person went ahead and whispered me back. Okay, now let's try and get quality on this. Good thing I didn't go for perfect on the other one, so I still got a bunch of these. Hopefully, I'm looking for 28 plus on these because I'm not going for perfect. Oh, damn, dude! Damn! First roll, man. First roll. That is luck. It's much appreciated. All right, back to crafting now. Let's see if we can get something even better than the other one. Those are perfect fossils. And as you can see, like how frequently I'm getting both the HP and the percent HP on these. That's the reason why we're using these fossils. If I just go with alchemies, I'll give you guys a little bit of a demonstration. I mean, if I just go with alchemies, you know, I got the dual mod there. I got one of them there. I got a life roll. Got percent life by itself. I'm actually getting pretty lucky on seeing the life. Low life roll. No life roll. No life roll. No life roll. No life roll. And this is kind of my point, like getting all of these things together with just the alchemy and the scouring is going to be really unlikely. And then we still have the unlikelihood of also having the other stats that we want. If there's a big difference in the cost to try a fossil craft, and then you get so many extra tries by going with the with the with like if you get so many extra tries by simply going with the scouring alch, then it can be worthwhile to do, which is why in some of my crafts that is what I do. But in a case like this where you're talking like 2 to 3 chaos to try, it's just doesn't really, it doesn't turn out to be your advantage. Fortunately, really low life roll. As you can see, you know, I'm hitting percent life repeatedly. Ooh, tier 1 attack speed. But the life rolls suck. Those are nice resistances, but neither one of the resistances I need. So that's a reroll. At least I accomplished creating a shield better than the one that I already had. So if I can make something even better than this one, that'll be pretty sweet. I still have so many tries left over. I don't think I can just end the video at under. I think I was under like 10 minutes at that point. So if the market starts getting really hard to buy these shields, like this becomes a popular thing to go for, the most you should ever pay for a base is the cost of the Conqueror's orb that goes along with it, which like right now that's the Hunter's orb, so 333 chaos. So absolutely, if a base is costing you more than the Influence orb, you don't buy it as a base, because there's a lot of people that try to sell bases for more than the influence orb costs, which that's just crazy because you can just make it. I probably have one of these bases just in my... I save so many bases, like high tier bases. I've been killing Seers so much. I probably have one of these, an extra one of these bases. Yeah, I'm level 86. Okay, we got tier 3 life, tier 1 hunter. Unfortunately, we've got two bad things on the bottom, so it's not worth, and since it's not tier 1, if this was a tier 1 life, tier 1% life, and I had my bottom looked like this, I'd probably beastcraft suffix to prefix, and if I hit if I wound up removing the all elemental resistance, I'd be like, all right, you know, done messing with this. But because it's tier 3, and there's 2 bad things on the bottom, it's a wipe. And you kind of got to also consider like basically the beastcraft is one beastcraft is costing you like 20 plus chaos. So that's like 10 tries, which, you know, is there a high success chance of me getting that? If one craft is going to wind up making the item possibly, then it's worth it. But when you got multiple bad stats, um, not really, not really worth it. I feel like this new shield has to be the one that I finished because I got 30% quality on it. It's gonna be pretty hard to get something better than this though. Max chaos resistance. That would not help me at all. In like the massive in like a negative chaos resistance, and you add chaos max resistance. That would be a very pointless. That shield I just listed is gonna sell pretty fast. There's not even like very many on the market that are like in that price range. And that one's got tier 1 HP, tier 1% life. That will probably be a pretty fast sale. There's like some people trying to sell bases for that much. Low rolls, man. We're hitting both of them, but not not the rolls we're looking for. There we go. We got tier 2. That's a pretty nice one right there. That's a very nice defensive shield. We have the tier 1% life. We got two resistances that can be 40% with a chaos roll. And then I could actually craft on even more life with defenses here. You could go 16% more life, which would make it so that it could have 115 potential. This is a very good defensive shield, but I'm not going to keep it. I got lots of stuff to roll, man, and that's not what I'm looking for, so I'm going to roll over it. It is very nice. If I was looking for a defensive shield, but for the sake of the content, it shall be rolled over. For like future videos, I should get like extra bases in case it's like one of those things where it's like I get lucky right at the beginning of the video and it's just like, well, you're done with this item. But the thing to consider is I'd already done a whole set of these, trying to make it. Ooh. Damn, dude. That's a nice shield. We got the tier 1 life. We got the tier 1 max life. We got tier 1 chance to dodge. Tier 1 regen. And a 40% cold resistance. Should I try the annulment orb? The only thing I'd really want to remove would be that physical damage to melee attackers. I think I'm gonna call it at this point. That's really nice. That's a really nice shield. And really the only way that I could make this nicer, possibly if I remove the cold resistance, and craft on like a damage modifier. But mainly I would just want to be removing the prefix physical damage to melee attackers. But it doesn't even need divined. We have perfect rolled tier 1 hunter, life, near perfect tier 1 HP. This is a pretty nice shield, and for someone that maybe needs cold resistance, this would be a very good item. So I'm done with this crafting video. Winded up making 2 nice shields, getting a replacement on mine, which to finish this video, I'm going to go ahead and do some Exalt slamming. We'll go ahead and see what I get on this shield, which... Oh, evasion! Oh! Okay, I'm very happy with my shield. And I'm not going to divine this. What I will wind up doing, because the percent life is perfect rolled, the percent life's perfect rolled, the attack speed's perfect rolled, the HP is close. So I'm not going to be divining that. What I will do is I'll get some divine orbs and I'll wind up taking and making that. Where is my what tab is that? Oh, there we go. Let's make some space. And then I will take and divine orb my claw, which that's going to be a big one. I hope that I wind up getting lucky with that, because that's a really nice claw.
Oh, go on.
All right. I actually didn't craft the claw on a video, and the reason why I winded up hitting this one time after adding quality to it, and I wound up hitting this. So let's hope that I get like multiplier or a modifier for the warlords. Oh, I didn't want stun duration. Oh well, it doesn't matter. The claw's already 431 DPS, so it's whatever I rolled, it wasn't getting removed. It would have been cool if I got something that just made it absolutely OP, but anyways, we came out with a couple of results. I wound up with the shield that I was actually looking for, and it turned out pretty much the only thing that I could have hoped for that would have been better would have been the tier 1 hunter modifier or the tier 1 attack speed, but the attack speed that's on this is double what the crafted attack speed could have been. I winded up getting the regen. The only thing that could have been better there for me specifically would have been that all resistance, but I'm happy with the tier 2 regeneration. Everything on the shield is good for my build. So this is a big win. The total amount that I spent on this, probably with bases, if well, my first base was cheaper than the second one that I bought actually, but I've actually bought a few off the market, so the price has gone up a little bit. The absolute max cost for this would be worst case scenario, you can't buy a base or your base is as much as the Hunter's Orb, which that would make it like two Exalts Sightlander, two Exalts to for the base, and then all of the stuff that I bought in order to make both of these shields was probably a total of about 5 Exalts. So I only spent about a little bit over half of that. So I would say that the total cost, max cost to wind up with something like this would probably be like 4 or 5 Exalts. So that's that, which I think is a realistic guess. Assuming you wind up having to invest more. The total cost for me was 5 Exalts to get 2 shields, but that's assuming that you can buy everything as cheaply as I did, which the more people start trying to attempt this, obviously those prices are going to come up some, so that's why I'm kind of giving you a projected cost that's higher than mine. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.